thank you. Auditor General, the Obafemi University Hospital in Ile-Ife, from our record here, has only one audit query from the 2020 Auditor General's report. Or 2020? Auditor? 2021. It's 2021. All right. Can you read out the query, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Failure to recover outstanding debts, 32,250,706 naira 30 kobo. Description of findings. Paragraph 224, subsection 2 of the Financial Regulation 2009 states, all services rendered by government must be paid for immediately on completion of the service, where possible. Payment may be made in advance. Furthermore, paragraph 224, subsection 3 of the FR 2009 states, where payment is outstanding, a system of following up by means of reminders and final demand through courier service shall be made. Printed pro form as should be used for this purpose, and definite instructions will be laid down by accounting officers in ministries, extra-ministerial offices, and other arms of government for reporting of outstanding arrears at an early date to a designated officer for a decision as to action necessary to enforce payment. Example, legal action. Audit observed that the hospital has an unrecovered debt from 33 health maintenance organizations, HMOs, amounting to 32,250,706 naira 30 kobo as at 31st December 2020. The hospital still renders services to the HMOs with high debt profiles. And 3, there was no evidence of concrete effort made by the hospital to recover the debt. The above anomalies could be attributed to weaknesses in the internal control system at Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital, Ile-Ife, Osun State. Risks, loss of government fund. 2, diversion of government fund. Management, no response. Auditor's evaluation. Since the management failed to respond to the issue raised, the findings remain valid until the management implement the recommendations. The Chief Medical Director / Chief Executive Officer should be requested to 1. Justify to the Public Accounts Committees of the National Assembly the non-recovery of the debt amounting to 32,250,706 naira 30 kobo. 2. Recover the sum of 32,250,706 naira 30 kobo being outstanding debt due to the hospital. 3. Forward evidence of remittance to the Public Accounts Committees of the National Assembly. And 4. Otherwise, sanction related to failure to collect an account for government revenue and gross misconduct specified in paragraph 3112 and 3129 of the Financial Regulation 2009 respectively should apply. Thank you. I so submit, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you. Can we have the response of the OAUTHC, please?
Thank you for the privilege and opportunity, Mr. Chairman and members of this honorable committee. Once again, I thank you for granting us the opportunity. Permit me to respond to the query on behalf of the hospital. One, it was stated that there was no management response. To that, I profusely apologize, but there are reasons, no excuses. Administration is a continuum and I take full responsibility. But I am just on this seat barely about a year. these events happened before me. I'm not shying away from responsibility, but I'll give the reasons. During that period and now, there was a lot of instability in my hospital that had 4 acting CMDs in that position. And upon getting there, I have tried to stabilize this rudder. I would provide evidence as such. So that was why there was no response early. Again, to this committee, we had a letter dated 24th of January. We did not receive it in Ile-Ife, Osun State, until February. So when we received it, immediately I received it, I contacted the number that was provided, and I wrote a letter to plead that the committee should graciously grant us opportunity, one, to prepare for coming, because it was now less than a week, and then two, that particular date was the date by which all our members were already waiting for their promotions. And if I was not there in the DFA, it may scuffle their promotions. So that was why there was no response then, and that was why we requested for a later hearing. Concerning the substance that has been put to us, we forwarded our explanation to the query, which I have gone through, but I would not like to read it so that I would not sound tautological, because we had forwarded that. The problems are diverse. One, it's very difficult to refuse Nigerians coming to our hospital for care, whether they have money or not. It's really something extremely challenging to say this person with this problem, go, you can't pay. The percentage of Nigerians that are covered by NHIA is still very low. So most Nigerians come with to pay out of pocket. Amongst those who are covered by NHIS, they don't pay directly to us. It is the HMOs that will eventually pay. The HMOs are notorious for not paying on time. The HMOs are notorious for also not paying the amounts that they ought to pay. So those are the issues that have aggregated over the years to that particular period. I will speak particularly of 2 HMOs that cover the Obafemi Awolowo University itself, not the teaching hospital. We are the sister institution to the university, and the students there are expected to receive their tertiary care in our hospital, and we're glad to do so. I myself am an alumnus of that institution. However, when they come, we provide service, and the HMOs do not pay back. These fees aggregate. I have come to Abuja personally, to NHIA, to drop letter personally, to complain about this, up to a point that we wrote that we may have to say we will no longer be able to provide service for that institution. It's a very difficult ask for us to get to that point, to say we will not provide service. These persons have had and enjoyed service provided by the federal government. The HMO is supposed to remit money. They do not remit money. We have reported that to the authorities. On our own, as OAUTHC, we have a task force headed by the head of our NHIA, Mr. Lekan Ahmed Orabi. They go round. We write to each of these HMOs. We go round to their headquarters, and I'm glad to say our effort has yielded significant fruit since I came. Yes, sir.
What has your effort yielded?
Our effort has yielded, of the 32 that was stated here, our effort has yielded a fruit of 15.969,828.30 kobo. So we've been able to yield, since I came in, that. Yes, sir.
I have a feeling.
Yes, sir.
That these debts now should have increased beyond what it was in 2020 when the Auditor General, because the same trajectory likely to have continued. So I have a feeling, and I don't want us to just wait until another audit report comes and we see that that's not 100 million. What is the present liability of the health management HMOs to the OUTHC?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Your observation is very correct. It is out of experience. Annually, there will be debts because there are people at that realm who cannot pay. In 2021, we have recovered 34 million 265,687 naira 50 kobo. In 2022, yes, sir. Yes, okay, sir. I will just go to the indebtedness for 2021 remains 4,275,957 naira 30 kobo. Yes, sir. 2022, the debt is 23,457 naira 155 naira 11 kobo. We have been able to recover in that year, however, 41.6 million. So it's an ongoing effort where we do the cat and mouse and then we recover and we provide service. Yes, sir.
As of today,
yes, sir.
Apart from this one that we are pursuing, that you said you have collected 15 out of 2024. As of today, what's the indebtedness?
As of this 2024, 2025, I'm sorry, the total, because we bring these debts forward, yes, the total is 43,942 naira 43 kobo.
As of today,
yes, sir.
The indebtedness is 49 point something million naira.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that in addition to the balance of this 32 million, or you have
no, sir.
Everything?
No, we have the balance as at today is this.
Is how much?
For 40, I'm trying to read from the phone, please permit me. 49 million 43,942 naira 43 kobo.
For service, it's always paid in advance. So basically, what you
So, are you asserting that you have factored in the balance of the one you have collected?
It's inclusive, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why did you allow it to grow? Because if you are recovering in 2021, now the efforts are made from 32, you recover 15.9, so you recover about half of that. So that brings it to around 60 million. So why did you allow it to get to 60 million between that time and now? What happened?
Thank you, my honorable sir. There are a couple of reasons for this. The HMOs provide two kinds of payments to us. They pay the capitation, which they almost always will pay. And once they pay the payment of capitation, that Nigerian is entitled to service. The other form of payments they pay is fee for service. They will pay the fee for service only after such a person utilizes and enjoys our service. And it is paid in arrears. We never collect the money upfront. We will provide service as best as we can upfront. The problem now is the HMO delayed remittance. It then turns the teaching hospitals to going cap in hand and chasing after them. Your question is, what have we done? What we have done is, from amongst our administrative staff, we have a task force. It costs us more money to bring people and pay them honoraria to come to their head offices, to write to them. I brought letters putting their names to the NHIA myself. It cost for me to call the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University that we may be pushed to stop providing services to the honorable lecturers and students. They themselves wrote. It took effort. The university paid one of them, and these people did not remit to us. The non-remittance is what is causing us these problems, sir. We have tried our best as healthcare to provide services to Nigerians at the right time, even when they are unable to. This is what battered the government's intervention, the CMONC. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We submitted two letters, two documents. One is the one that gives the direct explanation and remarks, with letters, that copious amounts of letters we wrote back and forth to various agencies. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then in the second one, we have the financials that summarizes and gives even remitter page by page, explanation, remitter page by page of the remittances. Okay, sir. Yes. In that thing, if you go to page 2, it shows year 2021, the fees for service received, and then 2022, fees for service received. Yes, sir. Remitter.
True remitter, sir.
It's true remitter. Yes, sir. That is page. It's bulky.
It's a booklet.
It's a booklet, sir. From page 1 to 65 are all receipts.
My officer came to submit them, sir.
Can I approach you, sir?
No, yes, she has sent one. That one you are using.
Yes, sir.
If we take it from you, how will you give it us?
Okay.
Yes,
You can read this. No, Joko. HMOs. Each of them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then we come up to this date so that we can see how the 49.something million naira
Has evolved.
spread among the HMOs. So the names of the HMOs, their address, and their contact number, number of email. Because this will require us to invite them.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm grateful. Thank you, sir. We will start working on it immediately. It will be. Yes, sir.
within a week. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Is there anything you want to suggest as a measure that can prevent this kind of thing happening? Because we are you aggregate all this sum, not numbers of money. If you are just to make a recommendation, what do you think would be an appropriate measure to prevent the occurrence of this?
Thank you for the opportunity once again, Mr. Chairman and honorable members. In all honesty, this is huge amount of money the government may be losing if all effort is not made to recover. Rather than an annual certification, maybe they should be asking us, the end users from teaching hospitals, to give quarterly reports whereby the HMOs that are not compliant, before they go too far, because there are 2 HMOs here, for example, who have now collapsed. One of them has collapsed with 5 million. We have written to NHIA. They know that is owing us. We know it's owing us, but that company has collapsed. Yes.
Does anybody have an information on the meeting, the finance meeting that is holding? Who and who does it involve? The finance meeting they are holding in 412.
Mr. Chair, you talked about the leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members, for the opportunity once again. I was trying to state that the country can't afford to be losing these amounts of money, especially even to those of us that you are trying to help, the teaching hospitals. As providers, we have provided those services. We have bought the consumables. We have used the materials. Nigerians have enjoyed the services. Now the HMOs are supposed to remit, and to remit on time. They do not. And then these things aggregate, and then they make us look like debtors, which unfortunately we are now. What I am saying is, rather than an annual audit practice as it is done, and this is year 2025, when I came in 2024, we're looking at the books of 2020, 2021. Let us in real time be able to quarterly put up our books. If the Public Accounts Committee can have a web presence, and each institution, each MBA, for example, I am the Chief Accounting Officer of OATHC Ileife. If I have a password and I can say, this is what is going on, this is what is going on, put it up, and the claims, the names, these things will be given in real time. It will be very difficult for anybody to retroactively come and do anything. And then you, sir, can use your God-given position to invite those other earning persons to and call them to order before they go too far. That would be the one thing I would say. If I have opportunity for more, perhaps, but you asked me for one. Thank you, sir.
There's not. No, so we have requested that you provide us with this further information so that we can engage with you.
Thank you very much, sir. We are grateful.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair. Sir, please, there are suggestions should be made.
Yes, well, we have taken it. It's suggesting a platform that can allow for real-time feedback from MDAs on issues like this. We have just noted it. Unless you have anything you want to say on it, sir.
I didn't prescribe it. I think we should adopt it and make it more functional, because there are other technologies that can be involved in getting it done.
I agree with you. I don't know when there's a Yoruba pro I wanted to. I agree with you absolutely. Even the little one we are even trying to do here, I know how much challenge we are having even with being able to fund it. And we have had to make resort to all manner of funding options. The one we did for almost 2 years now. We're on camera. I don't want to talk too much. But it's noted. It's a very good idea.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
let them come. And they said, who is speaking for them? That some of these HMOs also said, you are as well owing them about 80 million naira as your premium payment, and that's why they are not paying you.
No, that should be the university.
That is the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. We are the teaching hospital, sir.
Yeah, we know. But the information I have here is that it's against you. The university. That the HMO said you are owing them 80 million naira. Rashid, where is that written in their submission?
Mr. Chairman, sir. Yes, thank you, sir. It's impossible for those at our end of that equation to owe HMOs. The HMOs are intermediaries that provide the fees to those of us that provide the service. Thank you so much. Yes, they are the ones owing us, sir.
All right, so we'll await this further information so that we will not even need to invite you again. Well, let me just say we may not need to invite you again.
Thank you so much, sir.
I want to also commend your responsiveness.
Thank you, sir.
You are one of the very few CMDs that is very responsive to Parliament.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
I think I've met you like twice.
Yes, sir.
And some of them, they have only one grade, you don't even come. So please keep it up, sir.
Thank you so much.
We are preparing to contest for election too, and you don't have many people.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues, can we take motion for adjournment this beautiful afternoon, sir? Yes, Honorable Celestine.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, honorable colleagues. Mr. Chairman, having been part of the proceedings from the beginning to the end, and all the issues having been exhausted, I do hereby move a motion that today's session be adjourned till tomorrow, the same time, the same venue. I so move.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Honorable.
Mr. Chairman, I beg to second the motion as moved. I so second.
Those in favor of the motion for adjournment say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it, adjourned till tomorrow 1 p.m.